Hi everyone, my name is Gautam Gupta and I want to welcome you all to my YouTube channel, Universal Fundamentals. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the upcoming Mercury retrograde that is coming up on August 23rd of 2023 and how this will affect you personally based on your ascendant and moon sign. Now, Mercury is the planet that turns retrograde pretty frequently. It retrogrades 3 times every year, and it generally retrogrades in the same element. Sometimes it'll retrograde in the early degrees of another element and then retrograde back into that same element. So, for example, this year in 2023, Mercury has turned retrograde in all of the fire elements. First, Mercury turned retrograde on December 29th of 2022 at 0 degrees of Capricorn, and it turned direct on January 18th of 2023, 14 degrees of Sagittarius. So in this case, Mercury was retrograde pretty much in the sign of Sagittarius with the exception of maybe the first 2 days. Then, on April 21st of 2023, Mercury turned retrograde at 21 degrees of Aries, and on May 15th, Mercury turned direct at 11 degrees. And now, Mercury will be turning retrograde in the sign of Leo on August 23rd of 2023 at 27 degrees. And on September 15th, Mercury will turn direct at 14 degrees of Leo. Now, usually Mercury retrograde is not that terrible. And nothing catastrophic happens where everything seems like it's the end of the world. However, a lot of inconveniences and minor mishaps do occur while Mercury is retrograde. This can be anywhere from misplacing your everyday items such as your car keys, house keys, phone, or wallet, or to having issues with your technological devices such as your phone or laptop. And one more thing, Mercury retrograde does also have a reputation for causing travel delays and inconveniences. So if you can, please try and plan your trips after September 15th when Mercury turns direct. Now, before I begin this discussion of Mercury retrograde in Leo, I do want to invite everyone to please check out my website, universal-fundamentals.com, where you can learn more about me and what I do as a Vedic astrologer. You can also book a reading with me, and I have also introduced a recorded reading service where if you have specific questions that you need answers to regarding your own personal situation, then this is a great solution for you. I will be leaving these links down below so you all can check that out in more detail. I also want to remind everyone that I do practice sidereal Vedic astrology and not Western tropical astrology. So with that being said, I will now begin discussing how the Mercury retrograde in Leo will affect each ascendant or moon sign. So if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Aries, then this means that the Mercury retrograde will be happening in your 5th house of Leo. And this is going to be an excellent time to review or re-edit any short stories, articles, or books you have written. Because Mercury rules your 3rd house of short stories and articles, and it is placed in your 5th house, which can represent books and novels, once again, this is a good time to go over any minor details that need to be redone. Now, this is going to be a time where you must be clear with your communications, especially with your younger siblings and coworkers, as there can be misunderstandings during this short transit. Also, this is a good time to reevaluate and look over your investments and see if you need to make any adjustments. Now, if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Taurus, then this means that the Mercury retrograde will be in your 4th house of Leo. And this is going to be a good time to double check for any car issue or issues around your home and property. And this is not the time to make any new purchases for cars or real estate, but rather a time to reassess your current living conditions and see what you can do to improve it. You may also find yourself communicating with your mother regarding some past issues that have not been addressed. And this Mercury retrograde has the potential to resolve any outstanding issues if both parties put in the effort. Now, if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Gemini, then this means that the Mercury retrograde will be in your 3rd house of Leo. And this is going to be a time where you will be addressing any unresolved issues with the younger sibling. And this is not the best time for any short distance travel, as there can be some delays or setbacks. However, if you must do any short distance traveling, double check your itinerary and schedule and be prepared to accommodate for some extra time in case of any potential delays. Also, for Gemini ascendants or moon signs, this is also a good time to re-edit and revise any short stories or articles before you publish them. And if possible, avoid publishing any important short stories, articles, or even social media posts online. It is best to wait until Mercury turns direct before doing so. Now, if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Cancer, then this means that the Mercury retrograde will be in your second house of Leo. And because the second house rules speech, please be careful with how you communicate to others, as there will be greater chances of being misunderstood. Please be as clear as possible, and if there are any major announcements that you need to make, which can be open to interpretation, it is best to wait until Mercury turns direct before making that announcement. Also, try to avoid making any big purchases, as they may not turn out in your favor in the long run. It is best to wait until Mercury turns direct before embarking on any big purchase. Now, if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Leo, then this means that the Mercury retrograde will be in your first house. And this is a time where you will be refocusing on your outward appearance and how you come across to other people, especially when it comes to your communication. This is a time to reconsider how you communicate with others, and this is a great opportunity to improve your communication skills. Mercury rules our intellect and communication, so when it turns retrograde in your sign of Leo, this will be a time where you refocus and improve in those areas. Now, if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Virgo, then this means that the Mercury retrograde will be in your 12th house of Leo. And this is a time where you will be deeply reflecting on your past, and you will have the intention to bring closure to some of the things that were previously unaddressed in your life. And during this transit, please pay attention to any dreams that you may have, as this can give you the necessary clues needed to resolve past issues. Also, during this transit, avoid traveling to foreign places, as there can be delays and setbacks with this Mercury retrograde in your 12th house. Also, avoid making any major career decisions or having any discussions related to your career that are important, and do that until Mercury turns direct on September 15th. Now, moving on, if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Libra, then this means that the Mercury retrograde will be in your 11th house of Leo. And this is a time where there can be some misunderstandings around an older sibling or a close friend of yours. If there are important discussions or conversations that you need to have with them, wait until Mercury turns direct on September 15th. You will have greater chances of being properly understood and will most likely come to a mutual resolution. If you must have these important conversations while Mercury is retrograde, make sure you are extremely clear and transparent with your communication. Also, make sure that you properly understand either your older sibling or friend's message before jumping to any wrong conclusions. Now, if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Scorpio, then this means that the Mercury retrograde will be in your 10th house of Leo. And this is not the time to make any major decisions or changes related to your career. Try to avoid any major arguments with your bosses and work colleagues, as things may not work out in your favor right away. However, this is a great opportunity to reflect on your career choices and realize how far you have come and where you would like to go in the future. It is also a great time to reflect on your progress and see what you can do to self-improve in your career so that you have a brighter future. If your ascendant or your moon sign is in Sagittarius, then this means that the Mercury retrograde will be in your 9th house of Leo. If you are thinking about taking any long-distance pilgrimages or journeys to foreign places, please make sure you double-check your itinerary and plan for extra time in case of any delays or setbacks. It is best, however, to wait until Mercury turns direct on September 15th to take any of these trips. Your trips and experiences will be much more pleasant after Mercury turns direct. Also, please be extra clear with any communications regarding your father or teacher. If there are important conversations that you need to have, try to wait until Mercury turns direct before doing so. Now, if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Capricorn, then this means that the Mercury retrograde will be in your 8th house of Leo. And this will be a time where you will be doing a deep analysis of any psychological issues that have been holding you back. This will be a great opportunity to heal and move forward. Or this can simply mean that you become more interested in psychology, whether that's through taking a course or just reading books about it. In either case, this will be a time of deep introspection. This is also one of the best placements to research any previous projects that you have been holding off for a while. This is a good time to go back because while Mercury is retrograde, you have a greater chance of finding answers to the things you previously couldn't find. Now, if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Aquarius, then this means that the Mercury retrograde will be in your 7th house of Leo. And this is a time where you must be extra careful with your communication towards your spouse, significant other, or business partners. This Mercury retrograde can cause some misunderstandings, so it is best to wait until Mercury turns direct before having any major discussions or making an important decision. This is, however, a great time to reflect on your current and past relationships and see what you can do to improve them going forward. And lastly, if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Pisces, then this means that the Mercury retrograde will be in your 6th house of Leo. And this is a great time to reevaluate your diet and exercise routine. This is also a great time to refocus on your health and fitness and figure out what has and has not been working. This will allow you to make necessary changes so that once Mercury turns direct on September 15th, you will have a clear picture regarding what actions to take regarding your health. Now, this isn't the time to have any arguments or important discussions with your coworkers, as there can be some misunderstandings. It is best to wait until Mercury turns direct before having important conversations. So, this is what I wanted to cover regarding Mercury's retrograde in Leo that is coming up from August 23rd through September 15th of 2023. I hope you guys got something out of this. Once again, if you found this video to be useful, please give it a thumbs up by hitting the like button. Doing so will really help me out with the YouTube algorithm so this video can reach a vast audience. Also, if you're new to my channel and would like to see similar videos like this in the future, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on that bell notification. And lastly, if you would like to know more about me and what I do as a Vedic astrologer, then please check out my website, universal-fundamentals.com. Thank you so much, everybody, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.